Okay, well, hi again, you guys. Welcome to another edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. So, from time to time, we make a edition or an episode in this series of just sort of a catch-all category. This is just alphabetical. I was going through a bin that is marked with K. So all the bands in it, like Kiss and Kansas, etc. Cool and the Gang, I guess. And I had a bunch of like one-offs in the case, like stragglers, and I thought, well, let's see what we got. Let's see if there's enough to talk about, and then we'll play this twofer by the Kings. The Kings are here, so everybody's heard this, but it's still fun, and it's two songs. It's not one, and at least on the liner notes and the way the track listing is on the album. But before we get to that, so what got me started on the K's? The K's was at a record show or a record convention. There might have been 90 different vendors. They all have big tables. They've got records and bins that you can just spend the whole day at. I usually go for an hour and a half, and then I kind of lose my attention span and buy a few things, and it's really fun. I see a few people I know, some vendors that are there. It's every other month. It's in Countryside, Illinois, and it's called the Chicagoland Record Collectors Convention. Really fun. John Govey, G-O-V-I, is the guy who's the impresario who puts it on, and it's really a great fun time for record collectors to hang out together. So I bought a record by John Clemmer. This guy, John Clemmer. It's called Touch, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. It was I think I paid $3 for it. It's on ABC, and I started looking at who plays on it, which is what I do right away. Mitch Holder, Dave Grusin, Joe Porcaro, which I think is Jeff Porcaro's dad, maybe. The great Jeff Porcaro from Toto. May he rest in peace. And who else do we see on here? Larry Carlton, right out of the gate. Who else do I see on here? Harvey Mason on drums. He's on a lot of records. The great Chuck Rainey on electric bass. So this is really a kind of a fun thing. I sampled some songs on it. I decided not to play anything from this great album, John Clemmer. I thought I had more by him, but I couldn't find them. Wow, what is this band? Crocus. Man, they're on Arista, so we know Clive Davis was involved. 1983. It's frightening on every level. I mean, this is pretty scary stuff. I don't know what they were trying to be. Was this Christian rock, or was this just hard, heavy duty rock? Let me know. Here he is, Leo Kottke. Look at him. Wow, that's pretty smooth looking. This is on Chrysalis. Pretty straightforward. I forgot what else he did, but you guys will remember the great Leo Kottke. And then here is, I have two by this band, Klaatu. There's a lot of legend behind this. People thought these guys were the Beatles at one point under a different name. It's pretty spacey stuff, and I'm not sure if they're from Canada or England, but they were pretty spacey in maybe a good way. And then here's this other one, really beautiful album. It's a highly textured surface, and from a tactile standpoint, it's a very well produced album jacket, as we like to say. I know nothing about these guys. Klaatu. And then here is a band Clear, not K-L-E-E-R, but K-L-E-E-E-R, and I always mark when my guy John Faddis is playing. So John Faddis is on here along with the Brecker Brothers. I sampled some of this, and this is pretty funky stuff. This is really cool. This is Winners. It's all about the Winners. Here they are. Yeah, I like to mark with this tape comes off. It's drafting tape, but I like to know where my John Faddis, where he appears on records, which is a lot. And here's Phil Keaggy. Now Kelly Keaggy was the singing drummer for Night Ranger, but I think they're not related. I don't know. Are they? So this is The Wind and the Wheat, Phil Keaggy. And oh my God, first guy I look here on here, drums, Ronnie Tutt from Elvis's band. Holy moly. Who else is on here that we recognize? Alex Acuna. Oh, there's an Eddie Kagi and a Phil Kagi on here. Who else are we going to see on here that we... No, the only guy that really jumps out at me is Ronnie Tutt. That's not what I would have guessed. Elvis is drummer. That's fantastic. All right, here it is, guys. The Twofer by the Kings. It's a fun song, so we'll get it going. Oh, it's 2 songs. kind of had an abrupt ending, so I wanted to come over here a little early. So they are from Canada, and no, that's really about the only song I know by them. But interestingly enough, I always like to look at where was this record made. I'm kind of fascinated with these recording studios, that most of which are no longer functioning or even there. They've been torn down, they've been converted back, and they're not really, because everything can be done on Pro Tools. Not judging, but this was recorded at Nimbus 9 Soundstage in Toronto. And I really am looking through here and I'm not seeing, wait a minute, our deepest thanks go out to, they're thanking Brian Epstein? That can't be. It's got to be a different Brian Epstein. So, alright, that's fun. I don't even know why they decided to even call that two different songs, but it's listed as two different songs. That is a riot. That's a great song. I think it holds up. It's catchy. It's got a couple of great hooks in it, and it's super fun to play. So, it's on Elektra. We always like to point that out too. So that's how this works. This was another edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. Here we are, starting the year off, January 2026. It's a cold, wintry day, and it's fun to be able to come down here into the record room and play some fun records. So hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you guys back here again soon. Thanks again for watching and for listening.